My name is Victoria Ravelo. I am a Miami native. My family immigrated here from Cuba in the 80s. And the reason I mention that is because it figures greatly into my work. My work is really inspired by ancestral histories, a lot of Afro-spiritual practices that have been handed down to me through my mother and her mother and her mother. And so I look at the way that these practices and these histories that have been passed down by women in my family also translate into material. So sometimes I use indigo or rust, sugar, a lot of organic materials, and depending on the message or the kind of thing I'm trying to say, it changes form. My process is very intuitive. So sometimes a phrase, a certain song, a certain memory I have inspires like an investigation. It makes me look into maybe a family album or maybe the history of indigo. And I tend to just follow that kind of intuitive path until finally materials and objects start to come together, and then an idea starts to populate and come together and create like a series, or maybe it's just a one-off or things like that. I think that for me, I get the most satisfaction as an artist when I connect with people. And for me, my goal as an artist is just to connect people that otherwise wouldn't have met or maybe have encountered these histories in their everyday life. For Creative Vizcaya, I want to create cyanotypes with the students. It's inspired by a current series of work that I've been making with indigo tablets. Similarly to the way that James Deering went around the world and pulled from different eras of history and design to decorate the interior of Vizcaya, I want students to go out and look around the grounds or maybe bring things that come from their own family histories to make their own work. So a bit of advice that I got when I was a younger person is follow your bliss and everything else will fall into place. Meaning that even if you're afraid that things won't work out, if you keep following your passions, you will figure it out. You will make it work. I feel very honored to be invited to work with Vizcaya. It's such a gem in Miami, and I really look forward to working with all the youth.